Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Darlene. And here's her story. Hi, Ollie. I appreciate the other stories you have read for me, The Last Will and Testament, and also The Narcissist Hits You in the Mouth. I have been no contact from my entire family of origin for 3 months. It's tough, but I have more insight into my childhood and the impact the abuse has had on my life. I no longer feel like I am reacting to some unseen monster and can make healthier decisions. It is a process that will take a long time before I can confidently say I'm healed. Can we ever consider ourselves healed? I don't know. I don't think so. More educated than healed. We don't get healed. We get educated and learn how to deal with it and learn that it's not our fault. Is the monster always going to try to run our lives? Yes. They never quit. They never stop. They are terminators. That's all they understand. They will not stop. All I know is I'm stronger and can face that monster when it rears its ugly head and reject the negative self-image it wants me to believe. I saw somewhere online about children submitting accurate obituaries of their abusive parents. There was one anonymous poem obituary that really resonated with me and got me thinking about, in memory of, I could submit to the local paper in my hometown. I had been encouraged by my therapist to write a letter to my deceased mother, but I could never find the words until I read some of the obituaries from survivors of narcissistic abuse. I have not decided to have it published. I have decided not to have it published in the paper, but I did write a letter to Narc Mom using a bit of the style from what I found online. Here is my letter in memory of Dale, my narcissistic birthing vessel. You never tucked me in at night or sang a special song. You never kissed my boo-boos and stayed next to me all night long when I was sick or frightened to help me get some sleep, or came to dry my tears when you saw me weep. You never held me close so I could feel your heart beat next to mine, or ran your hands across my face, memorizing my divine innocence. You never took the time to read a bedtime story so I can dream of a far-off place and land where it's as good as it seemed. You never shielded me from that ugly, and in fact, I have discovered that you were the most ugly. That little girl that you gave life, you never left your side. You took her, you ruined her, and you did nothing while she died. I remember now, even though I have abused myself in order to forget how you twisted things and kept me in fear, and how you never put me first. You were willing to sacrifice me in the face of danger to protect yourself and your security. I remember the ugly things you said that no one should ever hear. It took me all this time to put together what you did, trying to understand things, but I assure you that your false self-image has crumbled to dust with you. You died and I have been banished. Your false self, you will be remembered by the strangers you needed to impress. The truth will never tarnish what you wanted the world to believe. Nothing I could tell or words exist to express the abuse you rendered and condoned, which caused my life to feel like hell. Where do I start, and how do I say goodbye to the one who used me for herself in such a cruel, selfish, and disgusting way? You died being your most cruel, being the monster that you were, and who made my life run through a buzzsaw. I'm not grieving your loss. I'm grieving my life. That's usually how it is, and that's what I found out. You don't grieve the loss of a narcissist. You grieve the life they took from you. My life was a lie, and I played a huge part to maintain that narrative in ignorance, just to feel genuinely loved, not realizing all I was to you was a tool to use at the drop of a hat. There I was, Darlene on the spot, wanting to be loved and doing anything to please you for your love. Here I am now, naked to the truth, and it's so hard to look at. I am still at risk for blaming myself. I fight that every second of every day with everyone. That is the legacy you left me, not the baubles you cherished and used as yet another weapon. You hated being called by your first name from me. In gesture and anger, you raged when called Dale. Maybe somewhere inside you, you knew Mom was a title you didn't deserve, so you demanded compliance from me. Maybe you weren't even insightful enough to understand why, but it was irrational and violent to use your name. Dale, I will never refer to you as Mom again for as long as I live, because you were never a mom. You were a hungry monster who needed to be validated and praised. A monster who used and abused me and others to satisfy your needs. The sadness of the truth is what I live with now. Even today, I try to say to myself, you were damaged at the hands of others, and the result wasn't a conscious decision. Well, Dale, I was fucking damaged, but managed to love my child for the sole reason of his existence. To love him beyond all things, to read to him, to encourage him, to protect him, and to know I would die to save him. I thank God for that, because I didn't learn it from you. Dale, you are the dust of my past, and I will thrive. You did not win. Thank you, Ollie, for the venue you provide to all survivors out there, to all the people who question what the fuck their life was about. It helps beyond words to know that I'm not alone. Love and light to you and Charlene. I wish her the best with her new job. Best regards, Darlene. Well, I mean, I think you described a lot of people's childhood on here in that letter. And, sums up their death pretty perfectly. Just remember, when you die, you're not grieving them. You're grieving what they took from you. Period. So, I hope that helps. Thank you for another contribution and story, Darlene. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance.